The girl unfastened her bra, and the wing tattoo on her back transformed into real wings. She began to rise slowly into the air, then opened her mouth and spat. Strangely, her saliva was not only extremely hot but also caused explosions upon contact. This was the first recruit for the X Squad, Angel Girl. The second member, Darwin, possessed incredible adaptive abilities, allowing him to survive in any extreme environment. The third member could emit high-frequency sonic waves capable of shattering glass, and the last member could release powerful shockwaves to attack enemies. Soon, the X Squad received their first mission. The mutant Tony had formed a sinister organization aiming to trigger a nuclear war. The team was sent to Moscow to stop him. Considering that the new members were still unfamiliar with controlling their powers, only Professor X and Jack were dispatched for the operation. Upon arrival, Jack realized the intelligence was flawed. Tony wasn't in Moscow. He had only sent his subordinate, Diamond Woman, to meet with the defense minister. Jack decided to apprehend her first and burst into the palace. When soldiers opened fire, they found their bullets went astray. Jack's power was the ability to control all metal. He quickly neutralized all the soldiers. Upon entering the room, Jack found the defense minister lost in a hallucination. Professor X immediately launched a psychic blast, putting the minister into a deep sleep. Seeing this, Diamond Woman swiftly shifted into her diamond form, which shielded her from Professor X's mental attacks. But Jack used metal from the bed to restrain her. Under continued pressure, cracks began to form across her diamond body, forcing her to revert to her normal form. Professor X promptly used his powers to infiltrate her mind. Through her memories, he discovered they had been deceived. Tony and his followers had already broken into CIA headquarters. One of his men summoned tornadoes that ravaged the entire base, while another mutant named Red Devil used his teleportation ability to grab agents and drop them from hundreds of meters in the air. As for Tony, his power allowed him to absorb damage. The more the soldiers attacked him, the more energy he stored within himself. Once he had absorbed enough, a single stomp from him could destroy an entire building. His goal was to recruit the mutants within the CIA. Ultimately, both Angel Girl and Darwin defected to Tony's side. But when Darwin approached Angel, his adaptive ability instinctively activated to protect her. Seizing the opportunity, Shockwave launched an attack. However, they had underestimated Tony's power. He easily absorbed all the energy and forced it into Darwin's mouth. Darwin's body could not withstand it and broke down completely. By the time Professor X and Jack returned to the base, they found it in complete disarray. Realizing the place was no longer safe, Professor X gathered all the mutants and brought them to his mansion. He began specialized training for each of them.